We are here with Jason Matthew Smith, also known as Hendor from Star Trek.
Also known as Cupcake, also known as Burly Cadet #1, I think.
So, how's your experience been with Star Trek? I mean, you're in the huge franchise. Like, how's that feel?
Oh my gosh, it's such an honor and privilege to be a part of such an incredible 50. I mean, this is our 50 years Star Trek has been around, so
Yeah.
it's our big anniversary party here at Comic-Con this year.
Were you always a Star Trek fan? Did you grow up watching the TV shows?
I was as a kid I was more into Star Wars, to be honest. But I did see all the original series episodes in syndication, like most kids that grew up in the '70s.
Yeah.
And I saw all the films with the original cast when they came out. Loved Wrath of Khan. I mean, like, oh my God, it's so good. And then, in college, all my friends were. I had a couple of really hardcore Trekkie roommates, who, there was one TV in the house, and it was always, anytime it came on was Deep Space Nine or Next Gen, those kind of things.
Yeah, that's how it was in my household. My mom's a huge Star Trek fan. I'm like, I'm Star Wars. And then it's like, we're going to go see a movie. Come on. Like, we're going to go see a horror movie. And then I got tricked into watching Star Trek. I was like, all right. I mean, I enjoyed it, but, like, I was like, you sly.
Pulling a fast one on you, Mom.
Oh, well.
Yeah.
But I did enjoy the movies. What was it like on set with everybody? Like, especially that fight scene in the beginning that bar fight.
Right. It was so cool. When I auditioned for it, it had so much secrecy surrounding it. I didn't even get a chance. I still have yet to read a full script before we start shooting. Mm-hmm. Most of the time they just send you your little scenes, right? And they're watermarked, and you have a security guard there with you as you're reading it in the studio, and you sign a confidentiality pact that's about that big, saying you can't reveal anything about anything or they'll kill you,
And is that hard? Like, are you able to even tell, like, your family, or you're just like, you can't?
Yeah, no, there's no secret telling. It's such a valuable commodity, and you don't want to spoil it for anybody.
And is it hard to keep that big of a secret?
Sometimes, yeah, it is. I mean, they're like, "What are you doing?" I was like, "Well, I can't really say, but it's really cool."
You're like, "You'll be surprised."
Yeah. So with Beyond, though, just to get this out of the way. For those of you who are looking for me in Beyond, you won't see me because I just went to the premiere and all my scenes got cut out of the film.
What?
And after getting out,
you won't see Cupcake?
Yeah, exactly. Once I got over the shock of the situation, I went to the after party and met with Justin and JJ and said, "What happened? Why?
What the heck, man?
What the heck, dude?" And what Justin had told me is he said, look, when we were shooting, the story we were telling kind of was moving in a direction they didn't like. So they did some rewrites to kind of redirect it. And once they did that, my scenes didn't really make sense. So, I was just a casualty of, the storytelling experience. So I wasn't bitter about it. And they said, hey, look, man, here's the upside to this. You're still alive. Cupcake.
That's true.
Is still, and I'm a red shirt. And I've done 3 films, and it could quite possibly do a 4th. They said they can't imagine doing the 4th without me, so maybe I'll get invited back for that one as well.
That's true. I mean, your character's not going to die, so you can always keep coming back.
Exactly, as long as they keep killing me and not showing it. I mean, twice I've died. In the Into Darkness, I had my head cut off by a Klingon when we went on the mission to capture Khan. Mm-hmm. And now with this one, I died at the hands of Krall, Idris Elba's character, and nobody will ever get to see it, which is great because I'm still alive. Yeah.
Will there be like an uncut version that will may see you?
You'll see, maybe in the extended version, you'll see some of the other stuff that I did on the Enterprise, which was before the whole, sequence. I can't reveal too much. I don't want to spoil for anybody who hasn't seen it, but some of that will be in there, I'm sure. But as far as the death sequence goes, if they plan on bringing me back, it won't be seen. So if you see it, then that means I'm probably finished.
Okay, and do you have any other projects that you're working on that we will see you?
Yes, right now I'm really working on trying to show my range and what I can do. I feel like I haven't really gotten a full opportunity to do that. So my wife and I have created a couple of projects that we're working on exposing that. We're doing a romantic comedy that's going to be shot in LA this fall, early next year, and then a action comedy that's going to be shot in Morocco.
Oh, nice.
It'll be really fun next summer.
Cool. And you also went to school in acting. Like, how did you get into it? Like,
I had a love for it. I feel like I was born to be an actor. Really, like, how people have those feelings. I feel like this is my calling and what I've always wanted to do. I wasn't sure I could make a living at it. Thank God that that's happened. But I saw like Star Wars when I was little. I wanted to be Han Solo.
Yeah.
I even had a little stuffed animal, Chewbacca, that was my teddy bear.
Chewie.
That was And then I made the mistake of trying to give Chewie a bath one time.
Oh no.
He was not waterproof.
He didn't come back the same.
I think he ended up in pieces after my bath. He started ripping apart at the seams. I was like, Chewie, you can't die.
Aww.
But anyways, Star Wars really had a big impact on me. Rocky had a big impact on me. I remember the audience like standing up and cheering, "Get up, Rock!" All that kind of stuff. I was like, wow, I want to make people feel like that.
Yeah.
And then I just started working on it and making it happen, and I've been paying my dues, I did summer stock theater where you basically hired slave labor to do theater, and I've done amusement parks where I played Sam Malone in Cheers the musical.
Wow.
At on the original set of Cheers that Paramount owned, singing songs. It was a musical.
That's very interesting. I remember watching Cheers when I was a kid, but I never really got it. I just knew people just go to the bar and everyone knew each other.
Yeah, where everybody knows
your name.
But it was that was a fun experience, and then I started doing films and TVs, little gigs here and there, and kind of strung together a career. After it's been now 16 years in LA.
Nice. And since you're a big fan of Star Wars, are you gonna try to get into the new movies, or will they not let you?
No,
you're in Star Trek?
I put a little bug in JJ's ear saying, if you've got something for me, I'm definitely down for
That'd
whatever.
That'd be pretty awesome. It's like a dream come true.
Exactly.
Chewie be proud of you.
Exactly. And if I can work with a Wookiee, that would just set it over the edge for me.
Yeah,
definitely.
And they're also making the Han Solo movie.
That's right. I'm so happy of what's gone on with Lucas, selling it to Disney and making that and kind of opening up the world of Star Wars, because now we're going to get to see a lot more of it, which I know for me that's something that I was really looking forward to, and we've been starving for Star Wars stuff, and now we're about to get a full buffet of it.
I know. Everyone's excited. Everyone's waiting. They already have it marked on their calendars.
Exactly.
And are you looking forward to anything here at Comic-Con?
Well, absolutely. I'm really. This is my first time here, my first convention, and I'm really looking forward to just meeting people. So, in LA, we kind of live in a bubble where nobody kind of bothers anybody.
Yeah.
If you see a celebrity, you don't talk to them or anything. Here, the people can come up and we can interact with them, take pictures, sign autographs, that kind of thing. I think it's so cool, that environment. We don't really get to experience that in the movie industry so much. We're isolated on sets and then we get to see it on the screen, but we never really get to interact with the fans and the audience. So that's something that is really cool to be a part of here.
Nice. And does the new Star Trek Beyond, does it fall off of a cliffhanger that we're going to have another Star Trek coming soon?
Oh, there's definitely, I've heard that they announced already the fourth one. But I gotta tell
already?
you, yeah, they did. And I've heard Chris Hemsworth is returning in the fourth one as
Oh,
well.
wow.
Which I don't know how they're gonna do that. That's gonna be so amazing to see how they work him into the story.
So it's like a flashback, probably.
Maybe, who knows? Time travel. You know,
Oh,
we
yeah, they
have
do
had
have
that
the time
in
travel.
the Trek universe. So who knows how they're gonna make that happen? But I want everyone to know that as an objective observer, I mean, if anybody has a reason to be upset about Beyond, it would be me being cut out. But I got to tell you, the film is fantastic. It's really, really good. I want everyone to go see it. It's an amazing movie. Easily, hands down, the best movie of the summer. Justin has done an incredible job having that delicate balance between humor, the human interaction, relationships amongst the core members, and these little values. It really felt like a retro throwback to the original series. It's
Nice.
the easily,
I've been hearing that.
It's
like,
the
lately.
Trekkiest movie out of the three by far.
Nice. So all those Trekkies will be super proud about this film, right?
Absolutely. The old school and the new school will be very happy with it.
Great. And where can we find you on the internet?
You can follow me on Twitter at Star Trek Cupcake. So that's
Nice.
easy. And I'm on Facebook as well if you want to join me there. And yeah, I'm pretty new to the whole world of social media, so come on in and join the journy.
Talk Star Trek and Star
Yeah,
Wars
we'll
with
talk
you.
Star Trek, Star Wars, fantasy, anything you want.
Nice. All right. Thank you so much. It's a pleasure having you here with
Pleasure
us.
having you too.